Ladies and gentlemen, for the thousands in attendance and for the millions watching at home, DCK Productions proudly brings to you the greatest podcast in the world! The greatest podcast in the world? Suck it. No, you suck it. No, you suck it. No, you suck it. No, you suck it. I appreciate it if you both suck it. Suck it!
Welcome, everybody, to Suck It!
I totally was going to slip and say the other name right there. Oh, God.
I know,
funny.
right? So, how is everybody doing tonight? If you didn't notice, there is another voice in the background. Due to some unforeseen circumstances, Kat had to take a step back, and Nicole, my Saturday co-host, has been gracious enough to join us on this wild and crazy ride called Suck It. So she is stepping up to be our full-time co-host. So now it is Suck It with Derek and Nicole.
I like it. It has a good ring to it. And
it does.
You know, we have a mascot here tonight. So we have Mia joining. She's going to be
the metal dog.
Mia, the metal dog, is guarding me tonight. So she keeps an eye on me. You know, make sure that no coyotes or anything jump through the windows and, you know.
Or protesters or anything else.
Oh, protesters, fires.
Yeah.
All that stuff.
All that stuff. So for those of you who don't know, who don't listen to the Saturday show, Nicole is in LA.
I am.
So, and she is a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful musician. Great,
thanks.
Great singer. She's, if you didn't know, she is actually the one who wrote and produced and sang on that song that intros us in every night. So yes,
so fun.
So it is.
Okay.
But now we have a whole new thing that we're doing. Well, not really. It's the same thing, but just different.
Yeah. Same and different.
Same and different.
Change is good, though.
Change is good. Change is good. So how was your day? How was your weekend? Put it that way.
Do you ever you're thinking back to what you did on the weekend? You can't freaking remember what you did. Like it's Monday and I can't remember what I did like on Saturday. Do you ever have that?
Of course. Every day.
Yeah. Yesterday, I mean, Sunday is my music day normally.
Yeah.
So because I have a new thing going with, so the drummer that did the Heaven video with me, him and I started a new project, and I'm not going to say a lot because it's something I want to announce to the world all together. But it's an original metal thing. So we're doing a lot of writing and I'm doing a lot of vocal writing right now and lyric writing. So we meet normally on Sunday. So that was yesterday. And then Saturday, what did I do after we did our show?
I think I
just ran errands and then, because we did ours at night. That's right. It was in the evening. So
we did evening that night. Yeah.
Yeah. So I just did errands in the day. And then after that, I did more music. It's all music, man. If I'm not working, I'm doing music, which is, I mean, I wouldn't have it any other way, you know?
And that's how I feel, you know, if I'm not working, I'm either writing comedy or doing this. And I love it. I wouldn't have it any other way. Well, let me rephrase it. I would love not to be able to work and just do this in comedy full time. So, you know, so sponsors, we need you. Come on.
I'm with you, man.
Yeah.
I am with you.
Yeah, I mean, it's tough out there. I mean, the thing that sucks about it is, you know, we just started going live. So, you know, we're getting another 300 or 400, viewers a week out of the live feeds, which isn't too bad. I mean, we've only gone live now 3 times.
That's really good.
So, but we're still getting, 15 to 16,000 listens a week on our podcast, but nobody's throwing money at us. So the fucking sucks.
You're like, show me, what is that? Show me the money.
Show me the fucking money.
Show me the money. Christ. I mean, you do have to know these things take time.
They do. They do. Well, one thing that does suck is one of the sponsors that I was talking to and was working on getting a deal with was the company that puts the beer in my cup every day. A company called Hopsie. They're based out of LA or California. And
Hopsy?
Correct.
Hold, please. I'm going to write this down.
Well, hold on. So,
okay. Well, I just want to look them up because I haven't heard of them before. Hopsie.
Well, that's what I'm actually getting ready to say. So Hopsie is a beer company that delivers, these little mini kegs,
Yummy.
to your home, and you have this little mini kegerator thing and stuff like that, and they deliver 4 or 6 depending on the package you pick every month. Well, I just got an email today that they're completely closing down.
No, because of COVID.
I don't know. I've been getting my beer every month. The thing that sucks about it is I signed up with them back in January, so I've only been a member for 6 months, and I started talking to them right away.
Oh no, dude, that sucks.
Yeah,
that's the one part about this whole thing that fucking sucks is like with COVID. I mean, dude, like I'm even the small venues, because I used to work in venues, so I stay really attached to like IVM and all the companies that run venues. And dude, like all these independent small venues that are potentially closing down, and we're trying to save them. But here's the thing: people want to donate money to save the venue, but people don't have jobs to give them the money to save the venue. And it's like this like circle of like, well, I want to help, but I don't even have money or whatever,
Exactly.
So it's like, but it sucks because like a lot of venues out here that are pretty famous and big, like the Troubadour and places like that. Like, I don't want them closing down. Like, I've been going there for 15 years,
Oh, yeah. I mean, and the Troubadour especially, I mean, that has some fucking, musical cred, beyond anything else. I mean, that Smalls and, well, I don't want to call it ranky, but it's one of those venues. It's like, it's pretty beat up. It's pretty old and, whatever else. But, it still has, you walk in and you just get that, holy shit, Elton John performed here. Holy shit, so-and-so performed here. Holy shit, you just feel it. And it's one of those places,
I can't, I mean, I've played there a handful of times, and I've been there for shows a handful of times. It's like, it's the shit like that pisses me off, It's like, that's the shit that really irks me.
Yeah.
Irk. I don't use that word a lot. It irks me about COVID is like all my venues are closing down and I don't want them to.
It grinds my gears.
You know what really grinds my gears? I love that. Yeah. I love Family Guy. It's Family Guy. Yeah.
Yeah, it's Family Guy. Yeah.
You know what really grinds my gears?
So, I mean, as far as me, though, goes, like, I'm waiting for the Hollywood Improv and I'm waiting for, the Comedy Store to open back up so I can get out there. And, when I come visit you to go out there, to do those shows, I would love for you to be able to show me around these things. But if they're closed down, that's going to suck.
I mean, I wouldn't, I'll be honest with you. I wouldn't, LA County is a different beast right now. For anyone who lives here too, it's just a different beast. I can't even, there's no telling when things are really going to be normal here. So, I that's why I'm just trying to get this EP together and get my shit together and look elsewhere. Cause I have enough connections elsewhere too, to like play other shows, but like it'd be nice to like go to my normal whiskey or whatever and play a gig. Like that would be cool.
Yeah.
But that shit ain't happening right now. Right now.
No.
For a while. No. You know what I think is funny? This isn't even our music podcast and somehow we still talk about music.
Because that's what you and I do. We talk about music. We talk about comedy. We talk about everything else too.
I need you to meet my friend. I was actually going to reach out to one of my friends today. His name's Rob. He's a comedian out here. I think you follow him on Instagram.
I probably do.
Probably, but he's really fucking funny, and I would love for you guys to like. Maybe I'll get him on the show. That would be
That'd be
actually
great.
really. Yeah, I'll reach out to him. He's pretty cool. Rob,
Yeah.
are you listening? Are you listening?
Yeah, I mean, any comedians, you know, that want to come our way. I mean, we've had so many comedians on. I mean, we had Jimmy Shin on Friday. The great and powerful Jimmy Shin. I mean,
How was your show?
So it went awesomely.
But that was on Friday. Saturday.
It was Saturday right after we did the podcast. So I literally went from the podcast to the comedy show.
That's right.
I killed again. And what was really funny was I get started and I'm on a roll right off the bat, and there's some noise being generated in the background. I mean, because it's Zoom, it happens, right?
Yeah.
And one of the moderators accidentally muted me instead of muting the people that in the background. So they're all like, Derek, we can't hear you. I'm like, what the fuck? So I roasted her real quick, just because she messed up. And then I went right back into my set, which was fine. And I had them still wrapped. And one of the greatest thing that happened, I love it when this happens on stage, but when it happened in the room on Saturday for Zoom, it made me even laugh even harder. So I told my rape joke, my famous, I love my rape jokes. And I got a nothing but ooh, no laugh. And I said, yes, bring it on. The oohs are much better than laughs for me. And that made them laugh even harder. I get such a rush. I mean, it's like, bring it. Bring the oohs, bring the booze. It's who I am. It's
yeah.
As a former pro wrestler, especially one that was a heel or bad guy all the time, I love the booze. And it's just because if you're reacting, and that's all that matters to me.
Yeah. That's actually true. Like any reaction, I don't want to say any reaction's like a good reaction, but if you can get a reaction out of people, that means they're listening in some way or the other, whether it's a positive or negative reaction. Yeah.
And you can always tell. I mean, I don't know about you, but I know I can, and many other performers can too. And the reason I say I don't know about you is because I'm not in your head, so you could probably clarify for me. But when you're on stage, you can tell the difference between a negative boo and a positive boo. Because there's a positive boo where they like what you're doing, but they just feel the need to boo you because you said something to piss them off. But then there's that negative boo where they just hate what you're doing. You can tell the difference. And when I get those positive boos, watch out, it's coming. I'm gonna hit you hard.
I feel like because like when I go out, when I perform, like I've never been booed before when I'm on stage.
I've been booed all the time.
But like I love that's kind of like when I've been to comedy shows here.
Yeah.
And I've been in the audience, definitely, yeah. Because a lot of the jokes, the comedians almost want that reaction though. You want that,
you do.
Like it's funny, like and. Then you feed off of it, and then you create more jokes and more and more and more and more. And
yeah, I mean, especially when I tell a rape joke. If I tell a rape joke and I get nothing but laughter,
oh my god, that's fucked.
That's fucked up.
That's kind of fucked up. Then you'd be like, "What is wrong with you people?
You're supposed to boo me or
You're supposed
to
be booing me. You fucked up retards."
Yeah, I mean,
oh my god, I love it.
2 weeks ago when I get the joke, I got some laughter. This week I got nothing but oohs, and I was like, oh, thank God. But what's really fucked up for me this past Saturday was this. So I'm 1/16 Middle Eastern, okay?
1/16.
Yes. Or 1/8. Well, something like that. One of those two. My great-grandfather. One of the two. Came here in like 1904, whatever it was. Anyway, so I tell my last name is Middle Eastern, so I tell a really rather racist, Middle Eastern joke at the beginning of my set. And I do it because I am, and whatever.
Yeah.
And for some reason on Saturday there was a lot of Middle Easterners.
Oh, really?
In the audience. So I'm sitting there going, fuck, do I tell this joke? Do I tell this joke? Do I tell this joke? And then I did because I had I had to, and it got him to laugh. That's all that matters. I mean, but sometimes
here's the thing: as a comedian, unless it's like, I mean, you obviously have different audiences sometimes that you're like performing to or catering to.
Yeah.
But I mean, the best comedians I've heard don't censor anything.
I don't censor, but sometimes it's like how do I say this? Since it was such in close proximity, it was an intimate, gathering. I didn't want to. You can hear that. I didn't want to offend anybody too badly.
Sure.
Now, if I'm at a comedy club, I can't see faces because there's so many lights. It doesn't really matter.
True.
So at that point, you're just going off of reactions. But I can literally see everyone's faces. And there was another even comic on the show that was, I'm not sure. I think he may have been Indian, but still, it's one of those things where I make a la 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 joke, and but I preface it by saying, I am, Syrian, and I do have family over there still, and blah 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 blah. But the only thing I share in common with them is DNA and this pubic hair beard. So, so that usually gets them a laugh, and it usually turns the whole, oh God, he's not being racist. Okay, he's just being funny. So there's a way to finesse it.
Mm-hmm.
It's you punch him in the face, and then you kind of it's that whole BDSM mentality of punishment and then aftercare. So that's how I treat my comedy: punishment and then aftercare.
See, that's wow. I never punishment aftercare. Punishment aftercare. That's actually a funny way. That's funny. So okay.
So when I'm on stage, I want you to call me Daddy from now on.
Oh God. No. Fuck to the no.
You almost made me choke on my beer.
I know. I saw that. I was like, oh God, he's gonna spit that shit out. There's a lot of comedians I like, actually. Well, I've been listening to Dane Cook for a long time. I like Dane Cook. Before he was doing like Madison Square Garden, Dane Cook. I'll say that. Well,
he is like one of the most hated comedians ever.
See, I love Dane Cook. What do you think of Dane Cook?
I like some of his old stuff.
Yeah, I like his old stuff.
But like, what was it? I think it was the Madison Square Garden performance. What was it called?
You mean that tour he did?
The one he put it out on DVD. It was like one of his first DVDs.
Yeah.
That was the one where he told the atheist joke about printing the Bible on trees. And that one I thought was pretty good. But everything after that,
yeah, that's what I'm saying. I like the old Dane Cook.
Vicious Circle. That was the name of that. Vicious Circle.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep.
That one was good, but everything before that was good.
Yeah, exactly.
But all of it, everything afterwards.
I know. Dude, I used to have his stuff like memorized. Like his, I liked his old stuff. I liked the Jeff Dunham with the puppets or whatever.
Yeah, he's good.
The mannequin, or what do you call those things?
The
fucking are they puppets? I don't know.
Yeah, he's a ventriloquist.
That's a ventriloquist. Yeah, they're puppets. Yeah. I like him. And then I like Angela Johnson. I love Angela Johnson because she's funny. Have you listened to Angela Johnson?
I have not. I've heard of her, but I've never.
She does the funniest shit. And I'm half Asian, so I can make fun of Asian people. But she does this really funny joke about going into nail salons.
Mm-hmm.
And she does like the accent where she's like, "Oh, honey, you're so funny. Oh, honey, your boyfriend. Oh, honey, you need your nail. That's why you don't have boyfriend." She's funny. She's like, "Oh, you want crystal gel? $5 more? Okay, honey, we do for you." And she's like fucking funny. Like I listened to that and I just started I was like crying because I was laughing so hard from this chick. Oh my God. I think she's like, I don't know what nationality she is, but she's not Asian. And it was like the funniest thing watching her trying to talk like an Asian lady.
Yeah.
It was just funny.
I think when you're a comedian, and if you're playing off of stereotypes only, then that's okay, in my opinion. Now, it's when you're like being straight up, there's a difference between playing off of a stereotype and then going into the racist stuff.
For sure.
Now, I mean, like there's a lot of white comedians that can pull it off, but you got to do it in a way that's, like you said, it's that whole BDSM mentality of, punishment and then aftercare. You've got to do it like that. You have got to. Otherwise, it's bad, because I tell a Asian joke on stage.
Oh, I would love to hear that.
You want to hear it?
Yeah.
I'll tell it. I mean,
tell the Asian girl the Asian joke.
Okay. So All right. So I talk about how the fact that I've been married 2 different times. I'm on my 3rd marriage, right?
Mhm.
So this is how it goes. It goes, so I've been married and then divorced. And then I got married again. And then I got divorced again. And like a Japanese businessman at a BDSM club, I say, thank you, ma'am. May I have another? And then got married again.
Oh my God.
Because there's that stereotype that Japanese businessmen, being that they're in power all the time, love going to clubs like that. Exactly. And then giving up that power. So I use that stereotype as a joke.
Oh my, do people laugh?
They love it. But in all reality, I could slip in, American businessman. I can slip in, British. I could slip in any businessman. Yeah. But the Japanese businessman is more predominantly known of being that BDSM kink because of giving up that power because they're always in charge.
That's funny, dude.
Yeah. See, I got the chops, yo.
You could. What is it? Punishment and aftercare.
Mm-hmm.
You can relate that to so many things.
You really can.
Like shaving. When I shave my fucking legs, dude, those motherfuckers are dry. And then you got to put lotion on them.
Yeah.
Fucking nurture that shit. Aftercare.
Exactly.
When you shave your shit up here, I don't know. I don't have shit here, but when you shave your shit here,
I have to shave right here.
And then you put the stuff on, it burns and whatever.
No, I use being that I'm getting to be an old man, all 39 years old, being an old man, I have like moisturizing lotions and shit like that. Now, when I'm like, taking care of my balls with the Manscaped, lawnmower 3.0 sponsor, I have, the ball deodorant and I have like this ball toner crap that prevents like ingrown hairs and shit. Which, by the way,
that kind of shit.
Yeah, that kind of shit. Which, by the way, is only $99 at manscaped.com and 20% off.
Boom.
Promo code Shut Up Cameron at checkout. We'll go over that later, though.
You gotta get a new promo code.
So I do a monthly checkup with Manscaped every month. They'll email me
a monthly check-in with Manscaped every month. Got it.
Yes. They'll say, hey, here are your numbers. What on our side? What are your numbers on our side? On your side. So I'll have to give them all the numbers. So I'm waiting for him to get in contact with me so I can get the new promo code.
Yeah, we gotta change that shit.
It is. It hasn't been Shut Up Cameron for 2 months now, and I'm still using that same promo code.
Right.
So I'm waiting for him to get a hold of me.
Manscaped. I like that name.
It is. It's a great name. It's a great company name. Too. Yeah, great company.
I mean, women, we just laser that shit.
I would love. I see.
Men do it too. Men do it.
I know. I would be fine with it, but I don't want to take a laser to my dick. That just sounds horrible.
I mean, it fucking sucks. Yeah.
I'm sure it's got to be fucking painful.
Hurts like a motherfucker.
Yeah.
Well, tattoo removal is actually the worst pain I've ever felt in my life. Now, granted, I don't have kids, but I don't want those either. But it's laser tattoo removal. The only way I can describe it is, those really thick rubber bands, like the really fucking big ones, like not the regular size ones, like the jumbo ones.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. You stretch that motherfucker as far as it'll go. Okay. And then you light it on fire. Okay.
Okay.
And then imagine that is snapping like 1,000 miles a minute at your skin. That's what laser tattoo removal feels like.
Okay. So in my experience, I've never had to have that because I've been lucky enough. But why didn't you just get a cover up?
Because it was too dark and it's too big. I had to get it lightened first.
Gotcha.
It was my first tattoo when I was 18, and the guy pressed so hard.
Yeah.
It was so fucked up. So
right here, this is all cover up. Now, luckily, it was just a pair of brass knuckles that was.
Yeah, see, mine's my horrible. Mine was fucking huge.
On where? Your back?
Yeah.
What was it?
Just a music note with these big wings on it.
Oh, it was just not good.
Not good. That guy was a fucking dick. Fucking ass. He should not be doing tattoos. Now, this was like 15 years ago, so,
Is he still doing tattoos 15 years later?
I don't know. I don't go to that place anymore. That was like my past life,
Yeah.
But yeah, I had to get it lightened up. So it looks like a completely, I mean, you can still see the outline of it, but I had like 8 sessions on it.
Yeah.
Over the span of like a couple years. I just wasn't consistent with it. I've been going and then go, but yeah.
Well, have you had it covered up yet or no?
Not yet. I mean, I'm still getting it lightened.
Oh, are you? Okay.
I have like another couple sessions until I feel comfortable, like not doing it anymore. And then I'll do something, but I want to get this whole thing redone and covered up more of my arm. So that's my first investment. My mom's going to love this. My mom's listening. Sorry, Mom. So yeah, that's first. And then she like does not like that I have tattoos, but she doesn't care. But she does, but she doesn't, Yeah. She's like, well, you have money to spend on tattoos. I'm like, yeah, because I saved money for it. Like I purposely save money for tattoos. I actually reached out to the studio I go to today. I'm like, when are you reopening? Because supposedly tattoo studios and nail salons, thank God, Jesus Christ, are reopening in the next few weeks.
Awesome.
And I need a fucking manicure, pedicure. Holy shit, dude. My feet look like, I don't know, like my dog sometimes will lick my toes. I'm like, good luck with that. I'm like, have fun with that.
Look like fucking eagle talons and shit.
Dude, I'm religious about my nails. I was every 3 weeks or 4 weeks or whatever. Like I was in the nail salon. Like that's how crazy this whole thing is to me. I haven't not had acrylic nails in like over 6 years, 5 years. So to have nothing on my nails, I feel I'm like, like it's just not okay,
Yeah, I get that.
And I mean, I had eyelash extensions. I had my nails done, and like this was a thing. And then my eyelashes at one point were growing out, and so they looked like fucking like spider webs sticking out everywhere.
Yeah.
And my mom at one point, because I went home for a few weeks. This was back in like April. I was like trying to pull them out, and she's like, "Stop trying to pull your eyelashes out." I'm like, "I look like a fucking spider web." Like, and anyone who's listening, any women who take care of themselves like that and do all those things, holy shit, man! That middle stage, you're like, they're half grown out. You can't pull them out, but they're not filled. They're like just kind of dangling. And then your nails are like dangling off, and you got to rip off the acrylics, and it's hard.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
It's hard being a female. So much, up.
But I can say that about me too, because every morning I wake up and I take a shower and I wash and condition my beard, and then I get out and then I put conditioner in it, and then I have a heat brush that I use to straighten it out.
Oh, so it's like having a normal head of hair.
Oh yeah, but I don't have any hair anymore, so whatever.
Right, but on your chin.
Yeah, exactly.
That sounds like a lot of work.
It takes me about 20 minutes every morning to get my beard. Yeah. To get it nice and straight and fluffy. And
so who takes longer to get ready, you or your wife?
Oh, definitely me.
So you're like in the bathroom first.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah. Because you got to do the thing here. And then...
Yeah, because I got to put beard balm in. I got to put beard oil in. I got to, like I said, straighten it and brush it and everything else like that. Yeah.
That's a lot of work.
Oh, yeah. I got one of those heat brushes. It's a straightening brush. And
I love those things.
Fucking amazing.
It's hard because if you have longer hair, I got pretty long hair. So it's hard for me to use one of those because it just doesn't work the same as just a straightener,
Of course.
But I'm sure for that, it's a perfect length where you can just brush it out, it's just perfect.
Yeah. I mean, this is about as long as I want to have it. Maybe I'll take it longer. I'm not sure. It all depends on how I'm feeling. But I mean, right now that's perfect.
Yeah. No, I mean, I think that's cool. I love products.
You love products?
Yeah.
Well, let's get some more sponsors so we can get some free products.
I want free products.
Yeah.
That'd be great. Anyone who's listening, free products. I mean, hair products. I'll say that. I want free hair products. That's expensive. Hair products are expensive.
They are.
It's expensive. I thought, how about a good dry shampoo? Anyone with those? I need some. I spend so much money on dry shampoo.
Why?
Oh my God. Because you have to, man. I'm not washing my hair every day. I don't wash my hair. You're not supposed to wash your hair a lot.
No, you're not. No, you're not. Like maybe 2 to 3 times a week at the most.
If I don't wash my hair in like 2 days, that shit look oily.
Look, you got some dreadlocks going on.
I mean, today this is my normal Monday. I just don't give a shit. It's in a bun. And then I forget that I have tattoos sometimes, right? So I'm sitting in these meetings on Teams, Microsoft Teams we use for work.
Yeah.
And it's like my VP and my SVP and my senior people. And I'm like this in a meeting. And I'm like, I should probably turn off my camera. But then no one else really cares because everyone's kind of like casual.
Yeah.
You know, so then I don't really care as much. And people are like, they realize I'm more of a badass than they think I am.
Yeah.
You know, which is cool because I want them to think I'm a badass. But yeah, it's just funny because I forget. I totally forget that I look like a hot mess on Mondays, which is just okay to me. I don't give a shit. So
I don't give a shit either.
Ain't nobody got time to give a shit, you know?
No, absolutely not. Because I mean, not in this day and age.
No. Like if I start going back to work, I might give more of a shit, you know, but when I'm at home with my dog and making food, and then I come to the couch and I'm eating my food, watching meetings, I don't give a shit. Like I was eating pot stickers on my last meeting. Mm-hmm. My house smells like a Chinese restaurant right now.
Oh, so at least you're, keeping up with your heritage.
Oh, well, I'm not Chinese. I'm Japanese.
Well, either way, Asian.
Well, I mean, we have Japanese pot stickers too.
Yeah, there's
Yeah. I mean, that's like, I'm like a Trader Joe's person. I go to Ralph's too, which I don't know if you probably don't have Ralph's out there.
No.
But it's just like a normal grocery store.
Ralph's is owned by Kroger, so it's
Kroger.
Yeah.
Okay. And then Trader Joe's. I love my Trader Joe's. So that's like, I'm pretty good about eating at home during the week. I try and just to save money because that's a thing too. I try and I'll eat out maybe once or twice if I feel like it a week. Cause normally I eat Chipotle a lot because my bandmate, he can tell. We were actually joking about that. If he's hearing this too, he's gonna laugh. We were joking about that yesterday. It's like, hey, when we go on tour someday, we're gonna have to tell our talent writer, our thing is Chipotle. When we come back from our set in our green room, I want a fucking Chipotle and I want some sushi over here and my Chipotle right here, and that's all.
That's a hell of a rider. I wish. That's a hell of a rider. I'm gonna write that down for my rider. I want a Chipotle burrito and some sushi. That's perfect.
That's literally all. And then it's like we don't need anything else. That's all I want is a fucking burrito and my sushi, and then that's it.
Yeah.
Because we eat Chipotle a lot. Like every time we write, at some point we go to Chipotle. What the fuck?
That was an alarm.
What song is that?
It's just a regular fucking Android thing.
Oh, I thought it was
alarm.
I thought it was like a Disney song or something. It was like this epic, like.
I wouldn't put it past me to put a Disney song on my phone.
Don't get me started. I am the Disney queen here.
If I could take my camera right now and walk you around my house, you'd be like, wow.
I do. I go to Disney before quarantine. I mean, it's like an hour from me, dude. We go every week, single week.
When I lived in Orlando, I was there every weekend.
Mm-hmm. I go twice a year to Disney World. I love my Disney World.
I love Disney World.
My pass is by Coastal.
Oh, you got one of those? Okay.
Yeah, I'm one of those. I got the Premier pass. It's so expensive, but dude, you get no blackout days, free parking. I get by Coastal. I get the discounts. Yeah. I get the food discounts, whatever.
Yeah, I had those passes for years and never made it out to Disneyland.
Oh, dude,
but I know
my friends are listening who are Disney people. We are going. Don't you worry. Don't you frickin' worry.
But I love Disney World. I mean, like I said, I was there when we lived there. I was there every weekend. I mean, I just absolutely love it. We live in a townhouse, and as you're walking up from the bottom level to the second level, those stairs have like a little shelf landing along the whole thing. Mm-hmm. And we've got nothing but Disney dolls because we collect those Disney animator dolls.
Oh, cool. Yeah,
so we've got a bunch of princesses and a bunch of other things all along there. And then in our living room, we've got pictures of Mickey Mouse and Minnie Mouse and Cinderella and Beauty and the Beast. We got everything in there.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love that.
Obsessed.
I love Disney. That started for me when I was a kid. Like, cause my dad would take me like well, he would buy me the outfits, so I was always dressing up like a Disney princess of some kind.
Mm-hmm.
And then, I mean, I grew up watching all the it was regular VHS, so it was all the VHS movies. And then he would take me to Disneyland like twice a summer when I was a kid. Like every year we'd go, and it was just like my family like made me like, not on purpose, but they made me Disney. It was like everything Disney I was fucking obsessed with, no matter what, you know?
Yeah.
And yeah, I mean, I've sang on some Disney tunes here and there. That's confidential though.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm. I was studio. I mean, I'm still a studio singer. I do studio sessions all the time.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm. Been doing that for 20 years.
That guy that we were talking about a few weeks back. What the hell's going on my green screen? That guy that we were talking about a few weeks back, Leo Moricoli.
Mm-hmm.
Moricoli, yeah. He has a couple of Disney covers he turned into metal.
Oh, for real? Oh, I want to hear that. That's dope. See, I love that.
That
That's
guy's cool. Yeah, I think he did Let It Go.
Oh my God, that would be amazing. I want to hear that so bad. I'm gonna have to look that up because that was cool. Yeah, like that's kind of what like I started singing was Disney, because I mean I'm classically trained. I'm a trained opera singer, so that's where I started. So I was singing Disney show tunes and like nobody's fucking business. And
my best friend's classically trained as an opera singer as well.
Nice. Yeah, that's where I started. That's why I can do shit now that people can't sometimes do, because you gotta have some technique, people. You're gonna blow your fucking voice out. Don't do that, please.
I know. We've had that conversation before.
Yeah, please don't. Good God, I've been vocal coaching for 20 years. Please don't fucking do that. Like,
people
dude,
they still try. They'll go on the YouTube, how to scream or how to growl or how to.
So I taught my friend. I was telling my friend this yesterday. So my bandmate, his girlfriend, because she wants to learn how to scream, and I was like, you know that movie, The Grudge?
Okay.
Okay, you know that thing that it's like.
Yeah.
And my dog freaks out too when I do that.
He did.
But I'm like, watch. I'm sorry. She's like, nope, fuck you.
She's not very metal today.
No, look at she's like, I submiss. No, but I was like, start with that and then walk around the house and scare your boyfriend by sneaking up on him and going, ah!
Yep.
And she did. She did it, and it was really funny. She took a video and she's like scaring him, like while he's like sleeping. She goes up to him and she's like, ah! And he's like, what? Oh God, it was funny though.
That's funny as hell.
Oh God.
So this morning I woke up, and I don't know if you saw this. I'm sure you have because of who you work for. But there was a huge Supreme Court ruling today. So they figured out, and the Supreme Court ruled that a 1967 civil rights law protects gay and lesbian marriages and inside the workplace.
Yep.
So now you can no longer get fired for that. So that is fucking amazing, especially during Pride Month. I am ecstatic. And for those of you who are watching us live, take a look down at the ticker. You can see it right then and there. You know, right now we are teamed up with the National LGBTQ Task Force and the Trevor Project. If you've never heard of the Trevor Project, they are a fantastic organization. They deal with LGBTQ youth and mental health. So they actually have a LGBTQ suicide hotline for youth and so on and so forth. So they're both great organizations. And if you go to dckproductions.com/shop, you can buy one of the two shirts that are on there right now supporting those two great organizations. And 100% of those profits will go to them. And I got to change the logo on the front, but as of right now, you know, those two are still available for purchase, but 100% goes to, and then everything else on the shop, 50% goes to them throughout the whole month.
Love it.
And then we'll probably do something you and I need to talk about what we're going to do for next month, because next month there's not a lot of causes.
So I saw, but it's a food. You said the food.
Correct.
Yeah, I saw that. Don't we have a chef that's going to be?
So we do have a chef coming on next Monday.
week. I was like, oh, that would be cool if they would we can do more chefs or something for next month too. If you're a chef, or if you have like a restaurant or something.
Real quick, with that being said, so next week we actually are going to be doing 5 shows. Only 3 of them are with Nicole. I'll be taking care of.
I was like, what the fuck?
No. I got an email today. I'm like, oh shit. Okay, cool. Only 3 of them are going to be with Nicole, and then I'll take care of Tuesday and Thursday by myself. But
who's going to be on?
So next week, like we just said, so we have Chef Ryan Rodeno. He is a chef to the stars. He's worked with pretty much fucking everybody.
Awesome.
And that is not a joke. He is a private chef to a lot of different people. And then hold on. Okay, yeah. So okay. So we have Chef Ryan Rodeno on Monday next week. Then next Tuesday we have April Doyle of April and the Velvet Room, which I'm kind of sad that you couldn't be on that one because she is a musician.
Is that her band?
Yeah, April and the Velvet Room. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
What kind of music?
It's kind of poppy, but at the same time kind of funky, jazzy.
This is next week, you said? Are you doing them all? Week. Are you doing them all around the same time?
Well, we can figure that out.
Okay, because I mean, I'll be up north, but I mean, I can let me know because maybe I can jump on one.
And then Wednesday is Terrence Patterson, and then next Thursday is the big one. That is with Grammy Award-winning artist, producer, rapper.
Yep.
DJ. Kid Capri.
Dude, I want to come on that one with you.
So he'll be on next Thursday. So we'll have to work that one out.
Let me know that. Let me know what time you're doing all these because you know what's random? I was watching a movie on Sunday night. Wait, Saturday. I forget which night.
Yeah,
some night, and I don't remember the movie. To be honest with you, my friends are gonna kill me. I hadn't seen it before. It was funny though. But he was in the movie.
Kid Capri.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I had to pause. I'm like, wait, I think this is the guy that's on the podcast next week. And then my friends are like, what? Like, I'm pretty sure we're interviewing him. And they're like, that's crazy.
Yeah. So, I mean, then, so we got a full week next week. So basically how it's going to go from now on is this. So Nicole will be joining me Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays, unless she wants to join in on another day. But here's what kind of happens. So I work with a PR agent, and I'm very, very close with this PR agent. And I will just get random emails from her. Hey, you're interviewing so-and-so on this day. And sometimes it falls on a Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and sometimes it does not. And it's like, okay, I got to make this happen because the thing about it is, she's been very loyal to us, and I'm not going to do anything. I'm not going to do her dirty at all. If she takes the time, to go do this for us, I'm going to give her everything. Right.
You have to.
I have to.
You have to.
Because she's gone above and beyond.
Yep.
She's the greatest PR rep I've ever fucking worked with. And I'll give her a plug right now. Her name is Holly Davidson. She works for iConnectYouToday.com. So please look her up. She is fan-fucking-tastic. So any type of PR needs that you have, whether it be business or entertainment-wise, please take her look her up. So Holly, I just gave you another plug after we talked about it last night. She goes, Derek, because here's the thing. So I'll be honest with you. So I'm going to go ahead and plug it right now again. So when you, me, and Kat were first starting out about a month and a half, 2 months ago, we were averaging about 500 listeners a show. So about 1,500 a week.
Right.
Since we've joined up with Holly and all the guests that she's brought us and all the stuff that she's done on the back end, we're now at 15,000 a week. So we've literally increased our numbers by 1,000% in less than 2 months because of her.
That's insane.
Insane.
So you should get her on the show. I want to meet this girl.
I need to be totally honest with you, because she's cool as fuck.
That's insane.
And I'm so glad I brought her aboard. She's definitely well worth the money.
Yeah, dude, that's like that number is insane.
it really is. Yeah.
Holy shit, dude.
Yeah, and if I can get the, because right now, let's be honest, the people that listen to podcasts during the daytime, on the way to work, on the way home, are not the same people that are watching us on Twitch right now.
Right, for sure.
They're not the same people that are watching us on Facebook Live right now.
Right.
And they're not the same people that are going to be watching us at midnight tonight once it uploads to YouTube.
Right.
Two totally different audiences.
For sure.
So now we're building this audience.
Right.
And we're not forgetting about the podcast audience, because this will still go up tonight as soon as everything's up, because we're treating it just like a podcast. And we're still, nothing's changed except for now, because we've always done it on Zoom. So we've always been staring at each other. Now we just moved over another platform, and now we're just broadcasting it. So nothing's changed.
I like it though. I like this a lot.
Oh, so do I.
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah, and for those of you who don't know, there's a lot of different streaming companies out there. We use StreamYard. StreamYard is fantastic. I prefer it because you can upload the videos and everything like that. The little ticker thing. So many different things that we can do with it. So
where's the chat? Oh, I just realized I was on the private chat this whole time. I can go to live comments, and there's all the comments.
Yes.
So people, and you can respond to these comments, right? Okay.
Yep. I can reply to them as either it depends on where they're coming from, whether they're coming from Twitch or Facebook. I can switch back and forth, or I can just answer to everybody.
Dude, that's really cool. We should ask people, if you're listening, we should have one where it's like, hey, what questions do you have? Ask some random questions, or a random topic you want to hear us talk shit about, or fucking.
Well, also what's cool is that, say for instance, they got in the chat and said, hey, I want to ask a question. I can actually send them a link, and they can jump on, they can ask their question and leave. So now we can actually now take guests and callers, air quotes, callers.
Yeah.
And stuff like that for questions. So that's kind of cool as well.
That's really cool.
There's lots of options with this platform.
Yeah.
So if you guys are having any questions for Nicole or I or anything like that you want to discuss.
Yeah, it'd be fun, because I want to see, I see all the chats or the comments from since we started till it says 6:34, right? Is the last one?
Yeah.
So let's get something at 6:49.
Exactly. If you're watching right now, please just let us know. Hey, let us know where you're watching.
Hey, what's up? What are you doing? What are you wearing? Okay, maybe not that. What are you wearing right now?
Yeah, you can come on and you can be all fucking Buffalo Bill on us and be like, put the lotion on its skin. I got some lotion over here. I'll fucking whatever,
Show me your dogs. I want to see dogs.
My dogs are upstairs. I have cats down here.
You have cats?
Well, yeah, my dogs are upstairs with my wife. For some reason, the cats have snuck into my studio, and they have taken over my studio.
And that's cool. I grew up with, I think it was 7 or 8 cats. My dad built a really cool thing in the garage, like a play area for the cats, because he would rescue cats.
Mm-hmm.
We had a local high school, and he would go and feed the cats because they were just stray cats. And then one day he's like, you know what? I want to just bring them home. So he rescued the cats and brought them over, and it's like, okay, now we have 8 cats. And so they lived in the garage in this really cool play area. And so I just haven't had cats as an adult, because I think I was kind of tired of cats from my dad.
Yeah. See, I was never a cat guy. When me and my wife first got together, she had 2 cats, and we got rid of them because we moved into a place that didn't allow pets.
Oh, that's that too. There's that thing too. Yeah.
And then we ended up getting a dog when our youngest was born. So Izzy got her at 1.5 old. We got a 1.5 dog. So they have the exact same age.
Aww.
And it's funny to watch. And I hate to say it like this, but it's because it is. But to see how different a human ages from a dog.
Oh yeah.
I mean, because she's now 10 years old, like Izzy's going to be.
Wow.
And you can tell that she's an old dog.
Well, because 10 years, because my
7
dog,
years old. Yeah.
Yeah, mine's 8 or 9. Wait, no, 7 or 8. So she's about 50, an adult, and you can tell because she's just not really. She's energetic, but then she sleeps a lot. Yeah. And she's kind of like whatever, she doesn't like to play a lot. She's not hyper.
Whatever, I mean, and the one thing that I'm fearing is what's going to happen in the next couple of years.
What do you mean?
What do you mean? What do I mean?
Wait, next couple of years?
With the dog?
Oh, the dog. I didn't know what you meant. I was
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
wait,
yeah,
what do you mean the
yeah.
next couple years?
Well, we're talking about old dogs. I'm saying to have that.
Well, what's an average age for the dog you have?
So
What kind of
she's
dog?
a boxer. So she's a boxer.
Oh, okay.
So hold on, let me look that up because I'm curious. I thought I knew a number.
Yeah, because I know every breed is different, so like, I'm just curious.
Boxer. Hold on.
Siri.
10 to 12 years.
Okay, so that's
she's in that. Yeah. Fuck.
Oh
God. Fuck.
Let's not think about that. Let's just not. Squirrel.
Cat. She looked at me. Yeah. So it's actually kind of funny. My cat's names are actually named after Spider-Man characters. So I have Gwen. Named after Gwen Stacy.
Nice.
And then I have Miles, who's named after Miles Morales, the new Ultimate Spider-Man.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, because I wanted to name him Peter, but I didn't like a Peter for a cat. And I'm like, and I didn't want to call him Parker either. I'm like, but Miles is fucking cool. I'm like, oh, let's go. It's still the same thing. It's still Spider-Man, and Miles Morales is a cool fucking kid. So.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Those are cool names.
Yeah. So
I like that.
And then we have our 2 dogs are named after Walking Dead characters.
Oh really?
Yep, Maggie and Sophia.
Oh, that's awesome. I love that. That's cool.
Yep. And yeah, Sophia was our Sophie. We call her Sophie. She's our first. Yeah, she's our first dog, named after the child that died in season 2 of Walking Dead that walked out of the barn and had everyone going, "Oh my god!"
R.I.P. Oh god.
That was such a
We talked about
scene.
that show. I remember that actually was probably our first episode.
That we were talking about Walking Dead. Yeah,
I think so. Yeah, and just how we kind of like. I know I fell off of the Walking Dead bandwagon. Just after a while, I just Yeah.
But that's one of the things that you should have been doing this entire time on the quarantine is catching up on it to see what you missed.
Yeah, I mean, I found so many other shows though, dude. Like,
oh my god, so have I.
Like Netflix, I have never had this much time just to like find shows.
All right, so there's 2 shows that I want you to watch that I think you would absolutely love.
Which one?
So the first one, and I recommended this to Kat, and she absolutely loved it. It's called Fuck.
It's called Fuck. Okay, I'm gonna write this down.
Hold on. Is it now? I lost my train of thought.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. Damn it, Derek.
Really? It was that good, huh? It was that good.
I was right. Okay, it's called Dead to Me.
Oh, I've seen it.
You've seen Dead to Me?
I loved it. I'm
both
obsessed.
Seasons?
Yes.
Okay, good. Okay, cool.
Yeah. Dude, I watched the second season right when it came out. Like, I literally watched the whole thing.
It's the same day. Yeah. Oh my god, that show is so fucking good.
So good. If anyone hasn't seen it, you have to. It's
Christina Applegate fucking kills it.
Yeah, I love that show.
Kills it. That show is amazing. So if you haven't watched it,
I just love her. I love her all of her movies though. She's just so good. Great actress.
Yeah, I mean, there was
she's
one.
Funny.
She is, but like I can remember back to the 90s when she was on like Married with Children, and then she did Don't Tell Mom the Babysitter's Dead.
Oh my god, that's so funny.
You remember that movie?
No.
You never saw that movie?
No.
Oh my god, it's so fucking funny. So it's like her. I think.
Don't tell mom the babysitter's dead.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll have to write this down. Don't tell mom the babysitter's dead.
Yeah, it's so 90s. So Christina Applegate is the older sister. She's got like 2 brothers, I think.
Okay.
And the mom goes out of town. Then she hires a babysitter. Christina Applegate's like pissed off, like, why can't I just let I'm a teenager, an older teenager, and just let me have the kids, whatever. And the babysitter dies. So they end up having like no money, nobody to care for her. So like Christina Applegate ends up creating a fake persona.
Oh my god.
And goes out and gets a job in the real world, and it's fucking
That's
crazy.
so awesome.
Yeah.
No, that's just great. But yeah, that show was awesome. I also watched I liked Money Heist. Did you watch Money Heist?
No, I haven't seen that
on
one.
Netflix? Oh, dude, that's really good. That was a lot. I'm trying to figure out how many seasons it was, because it's not in English. But and it's funny because mine's in English, but you can tell like their mouths aren't moving.
Yeah.
With the words they're saying, because it's not originally in English.
Yeah.
But Money Heist is really, really good. It's about these people who rob like these huge banks, and it's just all the shit they go through. It's so cool. I love it.
See, I love I guess you could call it, I love comedies / dramas that represent real life.
Yeah.
So like there's another one on there that is fucking if you have friends or if you are one, you can relate. Those working mothers. It's called Working Moms.
Yeah, I've seen the whole thing.
You've watched Working Moms.
I love that.
See, you and I are on the same fucking page, and I love it.
See, so I love those too. I love like the funny. Yeah, I'm on the same page as you with those. I also do love like the drama, like the really But there's oh my god, there's another one. It's about 3 women who end up becoming drug dealers. Anyone? Bueller.
3 women that can become drug
Hold
dealers.
on. Oh my god. Hold on. I can't finish this podcast without fucking hold on.
Why does that sound familiar?
Hold on. Wait, it's not Working Moms. Maybe no, it's not.
That's not Working Moms.
That's a different one. Hold on.
That's an advertising company.
Good Girls.
I haven't seen that one.
Oh,
dude, watch that one.
Dude, Good Girls is lit.
Is it? I'll have to watch it.
It's so funny because they get involved. I'm not going to say a lot, but they get involved with like real gang, right? And they're like just like normal mom, working wife, women, and then they get involved with this whole like drug cartel, and it's just like so funny. It's
Sounds like
so
Weeds.
funny.
Sounds like Weeds.
Yeah, similar concept to Weeds.
Okay.
But you should watch it because I think there's 3 seasons now.
Okay.
But the first 2 full seasons are on Netflix and Hulu.
Okay.
Yeah, good. It's I can't wait.
Watch that one.
I'm waiting for the 3rd season, like the whole thing to come out, so I can just binge watch it.
Yeah, there's another one that's out, and I started season 2, and I haven't finished it yet. But I can't think of the name of the show, but it's got so many fucking huge actors in it. It's got Colby Smulders from How I Met Your Mother and all the Marvel movies. It's got Keenan Peele in it. It's got so many fucking others. It's all about these friends from college that get back together and like crazy shit goes down. I can't think of what it was called, but it's so fucking funny. God damn it.
I hate that when you can't remember, like.
Yeah, I know. It's
shit.
like
It's annoying.
Yeah, because it's like stuff that I just watched this. Why I cannot remember it? Oh, Friends from College. Duh.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I've heard of it.
Yeah, that one's pretty funny too. It's got some weird twists and turns to it, but it's really fucking funny.
What's that funny show on Comedy Central now? Now I'm just talking about TV because there's all these. It's just they're all coming to me in like little pieces. Not Key and Pill. Workaholics. Do you like Workaholics?
Workaholics was funny as fuck.
I like Workaholics. That's just funny too.
So speaking of Workaholics, the main character on there, I can't think of his name, for a while was on Modern Family.
Right.
And I completely forgot that it was in its final season. So the final season of Modern Family is on, the whole season from A to Z is on Hulu, and we were binging that today.
Oh, nice.
So I'm kind of curious to see how it ends.
Yeah.
You can, when you're watching the series finale of a show, that last season, you can see the build up.
Yeah.
To and it's sad because you're like, oh, okay, I see what they're doing here. And they're setting so many things up, and it's one of those things that kind of sucks, but at the same time, it's like, okay, I kind of see how they're going to end it with a happy ending, but at the same time, it's like, I can see the things that you're doing, and it sucks because you're so obvious. Slow down. Be a little shifty with it.
I hate when it's his last season, and every episode of that season ends with a "what the fuck," like a moment, like that.
No,
moment.
I love that.
I'm saying I hate it because I love it, but I hate it.
Yeah.
Because then you have to wait. Like I use Game of Thrones as an example, because to me. And I know the last episode, I have my opinions. Let's not go there.
Yeah,
but
me neither.
the last season, each episode, I would go to my friend's house and we would look at each other after, we're like, what the fuck? Now we have to wait a whole fucking week for the next thing, and then the next thing, and the next thing. It just drives me nuts.
See,
She thinks so too.
I was disappointed with the whole last season of Game of Thrones.
Well, again, I have my opinions.
Now, there's one thing that I did agree with that. For them to make what's his face the king at the end.
Yep.
I did agree with that. But everything else other than that kind of sucked. You know how simple the fucking the king was killed, and the fucking all the just different things that happened. It just it's yeah. And there was that one episode where he died, where the Ice King died, whatever his name was.
Yeah.
And there was like no voices. It was all battles.
I know.
And it was I liked the way that was shot. But then that final scene where, Arya fucking kills him, I was like, oh, that was a little anticlimactic.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. It's questionable.
The whole last season.
I mean, I have to, just because I am a musician, I've been listening to scores since I was like in my mom's womb. I swear to God. I love the score. Game of Thrones score, Ramin Djawadi, fucking genius. I've been to every single Game of Thrones concert series since they did that.
Yeah.
It's just, it makes me cry because I grew up doing scores, and I just think that's a huge part of my life. And that music is just very touching.
Yeah.
I mean, I blast the soundtrack sometimes when I'm bored. I do the same thing though with Lord of the Rings, Harry Potter, like anything John Williams, Lord of the Rings, Game of Thrones, anything that's like epic score, and I'm blasting it in my house when I'm bored, and my dog just kind of like, you'll see her kind of go, okay.
See, I've never been a fan of epic scores.
Oh, dude, I love scores. I mean, scores to me is everything.
Of course. I mean, because that's how you were trained. I mean, I was never classically trained. I trained myself, I taught myself how to play guitar on CDs and, listening to fucking Pearl Jam 10 over and 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 over again. That's how I taught myself to play guitar, was while listening to Pearl Jam's 10 over and over again. I mean, Even Flow was like one of the first songs I could ever play on my own.
Right.
Yeah. I mean, then I did some listen to Fuel, and I mean, so I was never classically trained like that. So, I mean, that was never my thing.
Yeah. There's just like, when I can listen to a movie or watch a movie, man, and that shit's just fucking.
So the reason why I'm just laughing right now, I just got a personal DM from my best friend who just emailed. She said, "Ew, Pearl Jam." Yes, that is how I taught myself to play the guitar. It was on Pearl Jam 10.
You Pearl Jam
She hates Pearl Jam with a passion. Like whenever she's in my car, I'll just deliberately turn on like Jeremy or Black or something like that, and she'll be like, "Okay, I'm gonna get the fuck out."
That is so funny.
She
my God,
cannot stand. I think it's more she hates Eddie Vedder and the way he sings more than anything.
I mean, he's very unique.
He is
very unique.
But like I said, okay, you and her would be best of friends.
Even so, I mean, look, I sing Pearl Jam in my cover band, because it's the crowd loves it. But I like to have to mimic that voice. It's hard. It's hard. It has a certain tonage to it,
Oh my God, you got me fucking rolling.
And then he does a ooh. Don't forget those. Don't forget the oohs.
Oh yeah. I don't know.
We don't know. Attention the way, yeah.
You're fucking killing me.
My dog's like, "What the fuck are you doing right now?"
Between you and Maddie, oh my God, I'm fucking crying.
Oh, I love it. Like, it's like distinct vocalists. That's a good topic, actually. To me, Axl Rose is one of those too. His voice is, I can't say I'm a fan of his vocal tone. I'll say that. You cannot, when I have to cover a Guns N' Roses song, I'm like, oh, fuck. Because that shit is not easy. It's actually it's really hard for, I have to actually think about where I'm placing my tone in my head.
I can imagine that. I've never been a Guns N' Roses fan at all, to be totally honest with you.
Yeah.
I love Slash.
Yeah.
But I mean, because again, that goes back to what you were just saying as far as like distinct tones. You know, there's a lot of guitarists that have that distinct tone.
Yep.
You can listen to Slash all day long, and as soon as you hear one chord from him, oh, this is Slash.
Yeah.
You know, and then same thing with Sinister Gates of A7X.
I was actually just about to say Avenged, dude. I literally was fucking thinking what you just said.
Yeah.
I swear to God.
Fucking Sinister Gates has that same thing. I mean, I fucking idolize that guy. That guy makes it look so effortless. You know, he now teaches a guitar school online for free.
Dude, get on that.
Yeah, if you have not checked this out, if you guys ever want to play guitar to learn how to play it for free, it's called like the Sinister Gates Music School or Guitar School or something like that. You just Google Sinister Gates, but the fucking guy, oh my God, it's amazing. And just how effortless he makes it look. He teaches, he actually learned from his dad, and his dad actually helps do the school as well. And it's just amazing.
They're one of my favorite bands, but lately I've been listening to a lot more of them because I'm not going to say what, but we have my new band. We have a cover we're working on. I won't say what it is because you can now probably guess it's an A7X song. I don't know. But
there's a lot of them.
Yeah, well, I'm not telling you which one, but we're doing one. But our band, the sound of our music is, if this is how I describe it, and my bandmate was like, okay, I'll take that, is if Avenged, Periphery, I Prevail, and Killswitch had a baby.
Okay. So
that's like our sound.
So California, Australian, Chicago, Boston rock.
Sure.
Fan-fucking-tastic.
Yep. A little bit of, there's so many different genres of metal. We can talk for hours about that. But yeah, it's kind of a mixture of a lot of different influences of those groups. Like that's because those are our main influences with this project. Because I'm singing, I'm doing a ton of screaming. It's not 50-50, but it's like there.
Yep. And you're going to debut these songs right here on Suck It, right?
Well, maybe. I mean, we have plans. We have plans on how we're going to do this. Trust me.
I know you do.
I'm like, I'm Miss Manager here. So I'm like, okay, we got this shit down, boy. We got this shit going. But yeah, I mean, obviously when they're ready to premiere at some point. Yeah, for sure. I mean, I'm going to try and get my buddy, Ty's listening. He was our guest on Saturday. I'm going to get his ass down here and do a couple videos for us because he's an amazing videographer.
Yeah, Ty was fucking badass. Mm-hmm. And I've been rocking out to fucking
aren't they good, dude?
Arrival of Autumn all fucking weekend.
You guys check out Arrival of Autumn. They're on Nuclear Blast. They are amazing. That Apocalyptic, and it's cool because I actually forgot that he had told me that video was done socially distanced.
Yeah.
And
the way they did it though, you cannot tell. Yeah. You cannot fucking tell. He did such a great job with that fucking song and the way it was shot. But fuck, that album is so badass. They're amazing. I can't wait to have them come on tour again so I just when I saw them live the first time I was like, yeah. I just want to go watch a tour again.
I want to go to a fucking show. I was talking to my friend about this today because he does live events and we're kind of all in the same boat and we produce and whatever. And I was like, dude, my fucking heart, like my physical heart aches every day, fucking day.
And my best friend just said, "Ugh, me 3." Exactly. By this time last year, her and I have already been to 2 or 3 shows.
Preach.
And we haven't.
Who's your friend? We got to be friends, friend. Add me on Facebook.
Yeah, Maddie, add Nicole on Facebook or
let's
Instagram.
Be friends, dude. My heart, like, not only as a music lover, but as a fucking performer, dude. Yeah. Like, I'm literally having the shakes. That's probably why I can't sleep anymore. I just have the shakes. My heart literally hurts, like physically hurts. I love cover videos, and I've done like a shit ton of shit over the quarantine. But I can't do this anymore, dude. I gotta be on a stage, man. I'm fucking dying.
Well, yeah. I mean, like I was telling you earlier,
it's my soul.
Yeah. I mean, I can only imagine. I mean, because like I was telling her before, she's a classically trained musician as well. Got that opera voice and just amazing. So, and it's been a while for her to perform, and so I'm sure she's itching at the bit as well. So, I mean, she's not nearly as involved in music as she wants to be, but I can't even imagine what you two are going through right now. So.
I'm fucking dying is what I'm doing.
Yeah. I mean, I'm at least getting to be able to do, for me right now, it's like, okay, I'm performing on this podcast.
It's nice for you to have that.
For me, because, I've taken all of the stuff I did in music and I've taken all the stuff I did in wrestling. And now I'm like transitioning into comedy into this.
Yeah.
So, me getting to do this or do a Zoom show or, go into, the improv or the Comedy Store or whatever else I'm going to be doing soon, is all preparing me for that again. So I mean,
that's true. Like live streaming has been like, I've done live stream shows and whatever. It's not the same, but the cool thing about LA now is rehearsal studios are finally opening. So when I do this cover video that I'm not going to say what song, but when we do that, we're going to probably end up doing it in a studio. So it feels more like we're actually jamming as a group. Like I just want to jam with my friends and my band in the same room. Yeah. I'm tired of this. Like you do your video and then cut it with this. I need to fucking be with people and just rock out,
However, heaven is a place, you guys did a fucking great job with that.
Oh yeah. That was amazing. That was like, and that was honestly though, that for me was a huge like project. So I had planned that video for like probably a month.
Yeah.
And I was project manager to the T on that one. I was like, deadline for you. Like I had a whole strategy with that video. And Charlie was helping me with that strategy too. And how we're going to market it and push it out. And yeah, that was awesome. I'm proud of that. That was my big thing. And now I just want to get my band going and get, I still have my cover band, which is cool. Like that's fun for me, but this band is going to be like, this is going to be it now or never this band, So yeah.
Absolutely. I mean, the Flannels is your cover band, right?
Yeah. That's fun.
Yeah.
If for those of you who love Pearl Jam. No, I was kidding. It's 90s. So we do a lot of, but it's not just grunge 90s. It's like, it's grunge, but it's also like some pop, some pop punk stuff, a bunch of shit, man. We do a bunch of shit.
I know.
What?
No, she just said fuck Pearl Jam.
You need to add me on Facebook if you haven't already.
She did.
She did? Okay, hold on. Priorities, Derek. Hold on. I need to make a new friend.
You two would be great friends, let me tell you.
I'm not. This is not Facebook. That's Instagram. I'm getting confused. Wait, what is her name?
Jerry Matthews.
Oh, there you are.
Yeah.
Guess who's friends now? Hey. That's right. Let's do this shit, girl.
Yeah. See now. Yeah. Great.
Talk shit about Pearl Jam all day.
She likes to equate his voice with having balls in your mouth while singing.
Okay. Oh, that's good. That's good, actually. That gives me a good visual when I'm singing it.
Yeah.
That's good. I like this.
You know what would suck? If I got an email tomorrow from Holly saying, "Hey, Derek, want Eddie Vedder on your show?"
I mean, I'd be down with it.
I would be too. He's a fucking legend.
I mean, yeah. I have the most respect. Yeah. I mean, I only say all that because his voice for me is it's hard to emulate. But I mean, I learned in music school how to emulate and how to like mimic and stuff. So certain singers, it's harder for me, but I can still do it. Chicks can do it too.
We had that conversation on Saturday.
Yeah, I can do it. I mean, dude, I can't wait for everyone who's heard me sing recently, it's all this pretty shit, but I mean, I have videos up where I'm screaming the balls out of shit, but
I'm sure you are.
This band, dude, like you're gonna be like, okay, because I'm screaming a lot in this band.
You've got me itching. I want to hear it so bad.
We go into full on breakdowns in the middle of our songs. These bridges where I'm just like fucking balls out screaming, and we're gonna have guitars going, and it's like a full halftime feel thing. It's gonna be dope.
All right, Nicole, you've got me itching. I need to hear some shit.
Nope.
Damn it!
Because Because we got,
I get to hear it when the rest of the world does.
Yeah, you're gonna hear it when the rest of the world does. We have 3 songs going right now, 3 songs and a cover right now, and we're trying to get. And what's really cool is so my friend Jason, who played drums on the video, I'm gonna talk him up right now because he's awesome. So he's my bandmate, and he is like, it's really hard in general, but especially here in LA where everyone's kind of like a hired gun, so to say, right?
Of course, yeah.
It's hard to find people who want to be committed in a project, who have the same style as you, who have the same influences, who have that same goal, because that's been my issue over the past 10 years here, is just finding that solid group. And so Jason and I, we've known each other for a little while, loves the same bands, has all this music written. This guy plays drums. He can play any style of drums. He plays bass. He plays guitar. Like, he has some solid shit. So we started listening to some stuff. I'm like, you wrote this? You wrote this whole thing? He's like, yeah, I wrote the whole song. I was like, okay, we're going to now be a thing. So now we're a thing, and we meet every week, and I write lyrics. I'm working on lyrics every night. I'm listening and writing, and we get together and I do a rough demo, and we record, and dude, it's gonna, We're definitely like, especially with me in the band, because I'm very like, if you can't tell, I'm very goal oriented and driven. Like, okay, what's next? What's next? Planned. Yep. So nothing can stop me now.
Yeah. No.
So you guys will hear Derek's dying, I can tell, but you guys will hear it. And I do some pretty high screams in there, and it's very cool. You'll like it, I think.
I cannot wait.
Yeah, I think you're gonna dig. You're gonna dig, Oleg. Get some photos done soon. We are on the right track.
Hey, that's all that matters, right?
Oh yeah.
Get some shit together, and then when shit starts opening, being able to play live again.
Oh man, dude, I can't fucking wait. Wait. Cannot wait. Yeah, I want to get some shit. I want to get some shit booked, like outside of LA too. Yeah. I mean, I know too many people here. I want to get on some small tours first and just do some of that and see where it goes. But
yeah, I mean, I definitely understand that. I mean, I'm right now, I'm trying to book some local stuff to get ready to go, do other stuff, seeing how that works. And because everything's starting to open back up here. So we're a little bit ahead of you guys. So
do you have a lot of comedy clubs out there?
In DC, we do, not so much here, where I'm at, but going out to DC, it kind of sucks. Cause the thing about it is like, they have one true open mic out there.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So everything else is you have to get booked for it. So.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Open mics. I mean, I think we have, I don't know for comedy. I just don't.
You guys have a bunch. Yeah.
Oh, we do?
Yeah. You in LA and New York, you can literally go from club to club to club from like 3 a.m. to 2 a.m. every night of the week.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah. New York too. I wonder how far is New York from you?
4 hours.
Oh, wow. Are you going to try and get out there too?
Maybe, but I'm waiting to hear back, from like Eugenia and the bookers I've been talking to about that kind of stuff. So
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cause that'd be a big market too for you.
Yeah. Well, I mean, there's some things coming up, and I'm still, nothing's concrete. Nothing's like, confirmed yet. I'm just like anxiously awaiting to hear something.
Yeah.
Because I mean, I want to get on stage. I want to start making people laugh. I want to, get that. I'm twitching just thinking about it.
Dude, my eyes, they twitch on a regular basis.
Yeah.
It's like, music, live music.
Yeah.
Literally.
And that's how I feel right now too. But like I said, luckily I do have the show to where I do get to make jokes and, have fun and do whatever else I can like that.
Dude, this show is awesome.
Yes, it is. And, I mean, we've had a good time the last 2 months building it up. And I think with it just being you and I now, it's going to be a little bit different, but a lot more cool. Saying like everybody, like I told everybody at the beginning of the show, things, aren't going to really change much. The same type of chemistry I had with Kat, I do have with Nicole, so that works out great. And instead of just
we're funny as fuck.
We are. And instead of us now doing it 1 day a week, now we're doing it 3 days a week.
God, we're so funny.
And and I'm gonna be doing some shows by myself or maybe I'll add a guest host on those days or whatever else the case might be. See how it goes. It all depends on what Holly sends me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
let me know. Like, I'll do as much as I can. Did you know that?
I know you will. And when I told you yesterday what was going on, it was like you were like, okay, whatever I can do, let's do it. So
yeah, but for next week, even send me the time, like whatever times you're doing those other ones. Let me know.
Yeah,
and then because I really want Thursday too, and I'm going to be available. I know it just depends on what time you want to do.
Well, that one's going to be 3-6.
3 my time.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because he's a busy guy, and having him, yeah,
I can imagine. And that's on the 25th, right?
Yeah, next Thursday.
And that's usually at the same time, like an hour-ish?
Yeah.
Okay, maybe. If I can even come to half of it, I will.
Yeah, so I mean, I'm really, that one, I've never been a rap fan. I have respect for some rappers. Him, I have a lot of respect for.
Yep. Yeah.
So,
sure.
yeah, I mean,
I'll help you out.
Absolutely. I know you will.
I'll do what I can.
And and I have, I have other people that will help me out too. And, but the thing about it is this isn't just, it's not my show. I don't want people to think it's just my show and I just have random guest hosts on. No, if my best friend wants to come on and do an episode with me, let's fucking do it. If my wife wants to do an episode with me, let's fucking do it.
Yeah. They can join us whenever.
Hell yeah, they can. It's an open forum. I mean, this show is all about music, mental health, comedy, fun.
Yep.
And then anybody wants to fucking join in, let's fucking do it. I mean, we are not your typical podcast. We're not your typical video show. We're not. No, we are all inclusive of awesomeness.
I like the all inclusive of awesomeness. That's a really good way to say it.
Yes,
I love that because it's true.
Yeah,
I'm reading the comments just because I haven't read all of them, but it was like I saw Devin at the beginning. Live is scary, no room for error. I bet we make lots of errors though.
We do, but here's the thing. What Devin doesn't know is the fact that I've never edited the show. Never. So even when we were doing it on Zoom, I've never edited. I take it or straight off of Zoom.
Yeah.
I might clip a little bit off the front or the end, if there's a little bit of lag.
Yeah.
But other than that, it goes straight to fucking Anchor. And then distributes out to the fucking world.
That's the beauty of it, though. That's to me, that's the beauty of, and that's kind of why there's certain radio shows. Even I listen to Sirius XM. Not really. I don't listen to like live radio anymore. I just don't. But I do. There's a couple shows out here I love, and one of them is through iHeart. They're called The Woody Show. If anyone's ever listened to The Woody Show out here, oh my God, they remind me of like what we do. They obviously don't cuss and stuff a lot because it's different, but the content is like humorous. It's real life. It's not censored in terms of content. Really, it's just funny. And they have a couple like side shows. Like you'll have Ravy, who she talks sports and she's funny. And then they have like Guess Who's Gas, where they're like trying to guess whose fart it is, and like it's like really funny. I love that show. And so when I started doing this with you, that's the first thing that came to my mind was like, wow, it's like a little Woody show. Like, very raw humor.
When I first started the show back in March, I kind of like took some cues from a radio show in Orlando that's on a talk radio station called Real. They're an iHeart radio station as well. They're Real Radio 104.1 in Orlando. Mm-hmm. Their main show is the Monsters in the Morning, and the Monsters in the Morning have been around for 20 plus years, and it's gone through a couple different incarnations of different people, but it's always been like the same main guy and a couple of people come in and out, whatever. Mm-hmm. But they are 100%. They stand by that whole real radio concept, and I remember. Right when Joey my oldest was born, so about 18 plus years ago, one of the main host, Russ, and one of the co-hosts, Savannah, were dating at the time. Oh. And they literally broke up on the air. And it was such a shit show that they had to stop the show at the midway point and then just play a best of the rest of the day.
Oh my God. Wait, how did this I wish I could watch it. Like,
oh my God. Well, I mean, it was before the day of, of podcasts.
So how did they do that? How did they break up on the air? Like,
I was working for Pizza Hut at the time, and I was doing it. I was listening inside the restaurant, and I just, I think they broke up off the air and still had some negativity because they were just taking these jabs at each other the entire fucking time. And then the next thing I know, it's just blowing up, and then they like cut the fucking break like halfway, like right in the middle of something. And one of the other co-hosts comes on and goes, "Hey, you guys wanted real radio, you got real radio, and we're just gonna go ahead and take the break for the rest of the day and play a little bit of best of." And then at noon, the new show comes on, whatever. But it was sick. I mean, and that's always like whenever I said if I ever got into radio and now podcasting, that's how I wanted it to be. I mean, if you and I are going to have an argument, we're going to have an argument live on the air. We're not going to fucking cut the break. No, we're going to argue. Nothing's off limits. Like, that one day I had my daughter on, her and I did not bicker back and forth. I let her have her piece. Excuse me. I let her say her piece. But at the same time, it was like, I'm going to fucking rebut you because half of what you're saying is still fucking wrong.
Yeah.
And that's what I want it to be, or fucking 2 weeks ago when I had, what was his name? Josh Gallagher, the guy from The Voice and the country music star.
Yeah.
I mean, I asked him straight up. I said, "Dude, you've only put out 2 albums, and your second album was right before the fucking pandemic. You haven't been able to tour. That's how you make money as an artist. What are you doing right now to how are you surviving?" I'm curious. I wanted to know, and he was honestly like taken back by how honest I was about that question. And
to me, that's not a weird question though.
But yeah, and he was like, honestly, dude, to be totally honest with you, I'm selling records like I've never sold before because people now can't see me live. Now they actually want to buy the album on Amazon or this or that. So he goes, so I'm seeing a spike in album sales. He goes, so I'm sure a lot of other bands are too. He goes, plus my wife's still working and stuff like that. And, I was smart with my money last year from touring. And so, and he was honest. And those are the types of questions I'm going to ask.
Yeah.
I like to ask those uncomfortable questions or stuff like that. I can tell I was making Ty a little bit uncomfortable with some of the questions I was talking about on Saturday, but I like that. It's like, let's get raw. Let's get real. I
think it's, he was cool with that, by the way. I talked to him after.
I know he was.
And he was, because I also do think, though, it really does depend on who you're talking to. I think that sometimes if it gets to a point where it's too uncomfortable, it's not good for the relationship, though. Correct. And then it ruins more outside of it. Like if I said, "Hey, Derek, I'm bringing X person on this week, but we have to really stay clear of this and this and this." We just, there's a boundary,
Correct.
But then, for sure, I agree.
If you said that, I would respect it. But if I had a PR rep on the other end, not Holly, not our girl, but if somebody else who said, "You can't talk about this, you can't talk about that," no, I don't want to do that.
Yeah.
Now, the only way I would do that is if it was like a major
artist or something.
Correct.
Yeah.
Then I would be atypical.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I would try to push some of the limits.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it's like I got to be respectful of that person's time. But like some of these smaller artists that I'm promoting them, they're promoting us type situation. Let's get controversial. Let's fucking talk. Let's be real. And I'm not going to push any buttons you don't want me to push.
Yeah, for sure. And that's what I like, though. There's definitely that boundary. But yeah, dude, like have no bound. If there's not a boundary that has to be set, don't have one. Like, see what you can talk about.
Exactly.
Yeah, for sure.
Exactly. You never know what you're going to get. You never know what you're going to get. And then some of the best conversations you can have are the ones that where you're, that sparked from a controversial question.
For sure.
Like when we talked about women in music on Saturday, I was dead fucking serious. It's women like you, women like Maria, women like, Lizzie and, everybody else that are going to bring rock back in America.
Yeah.
And I'm dead serious. And he was like, "Well, I don't think they ever left." I'm like, but at the same time, I get what you're saying. You're giving me a politically correct answer. And I get that because you don't want to push any buttons. At the same time, the people that say rock is dead here in America are the ones that are listening to rap.
And what's interesting to me, though, too, with that, because he's not from America.
Correct. Yes. So he gave us a different perspective because he's Canadian. Yeah. So it's up there in Canada. It's different. They like crash test dummies and stuff.
They do have Unleash the Archers though, which I have to shout them out because they're
true.
fucking bitching.
Yeah, no, I mean, but again,
Yeah, I
Canada,
get it though.
Canada gave us Nickelback, so.
Oh my god, you and your fucking Nickelback, dude. That was funny. Because him and I both were like, we don't have a problem. And you're like, okay, well now I feel like a douchewad. Like
I did. I felt like a dickhead because I was like, oh, I just fucking dogged on fucking Nickelback.
Well, you know what's funny?
Like, yeah, Greg was great.
I'm not like bowing I'm not like bowing down to them, but there are certain songs I really like, and I do like that one album that had Dark Horse, and it's a little grungier and a little heavier, and I covered Burn It to the Ground, and I actually really like singing that song. And it was actually funny because I was singing that song, I was recording, and I was like, man, like I didn't realize how, because as a vocalist, I'm like, oh yeah, I can sing whatever. And then I'm trying to sing that song, I'm like, okay, he's got something here. Yeah. And it took me a few takes to really get like what I was trying to do.
Yeah, I mean, I'll be honest with you. Chad Kroeger, I mean, he does have some chops to him. He's got a great set of vocals.
He does.
And to be totally honest with you, I mean, one of the reasons I don't like him, and this is just that personal thing. It has nothing to do with their music. It has to do with the fact that they figured out and they tapped into that 80s hair metal type thing with singing about nothing but chicks and fucking and this and that and this and that, and then went huge with that. And kind of, but their first couple albums were really good.
Yeah.
And like they teamed up with Josie Scott for Saliva and did that one song for the first Spider-Man album.
Yeah.
Or the first Spider-Man back in 2003 or 4, whatever it was.
Yeah.
So I mean that kind of stuff was awesome back then. Oh, the Hero.
Hero.
That song. Hero. Oh my god, such a great fucking song.
Great song.
And but then like that's when on that first album they also had a song about like domestic violence, which was amazing. Just they were badass. But then they kind of went that whole hair metal route and let's talk about this or that or this or that. And it's like, okay, cool. I get it. It makes money, but at the same time, you guys are cool now. Come on, come back. Be
yourselves.
But I think the 80s hair metal style of talking about chicks and banging and this and that is who they are. So I think that's why they've stayed like that for so long, because they know it's who they are and what makes money. Because Nickelback is, they're still huge.
Yeah, for sure, sure.
But it's still Nickelback.
You're funny. Yeah, that was funny. That I remember that conversation was funny because we're both like, oh, we don't have a problem, and you're like, motherfucker. Okay, fine. Oh.
I've done that too many times on this show.
What?
Where I'll talk shit about something, and the best one I ever did was the interview with Eugenia. I was talking shit about Heidi Klum, and she's friends with Heidi Klum.
God, Derek, you should have known better.
I was trying so hard. And she's like, oh, I'm friends with Heidi. I'm like, oh, fuck.
I mean, I would have put 2 and 2 together. How is Heidi Klum and her not friends?
I know, but it was funny. I was, because I was talking shit. And,
that's funny, dude.
That's what I do. I talk shit.
Was she like pissed?
No, because I was just dogging on her of the way she used to be on America's Got Talent.
Yep.
And still to this day, I'll point this out because I don't think she was the best judge on America's Got Talent, because some of these people that she would go up on stage and all the adults she would dog and be a real judge. But then the moment a kid came up on stage, regardless of whether they were good or not, she would put them through just because of how cute they were.
Right.
And I didn't like that. And so I was kind of like, bitching about that because we were talking about talent in general. Yeah. And we were talking, I think we got on the subject of that show because she asked me, why haven't I gone on that show? I can't perform clean. I can't do clean things.
Yeah.
There's no, I would get booted off in the first 5 seconds because I say fuck too much.
I've been on that show taping so many times.
Yeah. I can't work clean.
Yeah.
And I've talked about this before, but like, Jerry Seinfeld said, if you can't tell a dirty joke clean and it still be funny, then you shouldn't be telling that dirty joke.
Right.
Well, I don't believe that at all, because you can't, like, substitute words like fuck or this or that for like the words like coitus. I can't be like, well, I was gonna go have coitus with this chick. It doesn't. Now saying the word coitus is funny as fuck. Don't get me wrong, but when you're trying to talk about fucking, you want to talk about fucking. You don't want to talk about having coitus.
Coitus.
So it's like that doesn't work all the goddamn time.
Making whoopee.
Making whoopee. So me and this chick are gonna go back to her house and make whoopee. That word would steal the whole fucking joke.
Oh god, that's so funny. Make whoopee.
Yeah, I mean, like if I'm trying to tell a rape joke and I use the word whoopee in that fucking joke, it would steal the fucking thunder.
Oh my god, I can't even imagine.
It would steal the thunder.
Oh my god, dude.
I can't make a rape joke with the word whoopee or coitus.
No. Nope. That's just not happening.
No, it's not.
Oh my god, that sounds so funny.
Yeah. Or when I'm talking about how much my mom used to be a slut, I can't talk about, my mom being, promiscuous. That's not fucking funny. No. Right. You gotta,
There's a balance here.
There's a balance.
Yeah.
So you can't, I don't believe that at all. If you're going to be dirty, fucking be dirty.
Right.
And actually, I've been told I wasn't dirty enough. I've been told I wasn't, I've been told I was too dirty.
Who the fuck said that to you?
Well, that I wasn't dirty enough?
Yeah.
Jimmy.
Oh my God.
On Friday. Because we were talking about the fact that somebody said I wasn't dirty and I was too dirty. And he goes, dude, I don't think you're dirty enough.
Wait, so someone said to you weren't dirty enough?
No. Somebody told me when I was talking to one of the bookers.
That you were too dirty.
Yeah, for her. So she didn't like my style of comedy.
Yeah, I don't think that at
all. And then Jimmy on Friday was like, dude, I think you need to be dirtier.
Yeah.
He goes, I love your stuff, but you need to be dirtier. I said, I can fucking be dirtier.
Yeah.
Let's do it. I mean, that's fine. So, I mean, it's,
preference.
It is. Because I am one of those people that likes to go big or go home.
Yeah.
As my friend likes to tell me. Because I don't pull punches. I am very no holds barred. And that's how I am with this show. And that's how I am with the interviews and with my comedy and in life in general.
Yeah, for sure.
And it's one of those things where if you don't like it, fuck you.
Well, if you don't like it, I mean, then you don't listen. That's exactly. Like, it's like people who try and say you need to, try and change who you are around people I'm like, that's my thing. Is like, I'm not, I am who I am. I do what I do. And if you don't like it, then you can not listen to me or you can just not be friends with me. Like, I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
It's not my problem if you don't like me because I'm not going to change for you, It's just not my problem.
I'm not going to change who I am. Exactly. If you don't like me for who I am right now in this moment in time,
then you're not for me.
You're not for me.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, to be totally honest with you, I mean, the way I am today was shaped by the devil of Long Island. I mean, the way I was treated in that marriage was very, very shitty. And I learned I needed to grow a backbone.
Sure.
And when I got out of that marriage, I grew too much of a backbone.
Right. I mean, yeah.
And now to this day, it's like, I don't know when to shut up and I don't know when to say enough is enough. Yeah. But at the same time, I get my point across and I don't let people drag me down anymore.
Yep. Yeah. I mean,
and that's how I used to be. She used to fucking torment me with that.
Yeah.
Horrible.
I think it's interesting because we all have our stories of how we grew up, and like what made us who we are and how it molded us into who we are. And I mean, I think you have yours, I have mine, like we all are who we are because of something, because of how we were raised and what we went through, whatever, like something triggered each person in the world to be who they are.
Yeah, absolutely. And I was triggered by people constantly telling me as I was growing up, you'll never make it. Because I was always a dreamer. I was always one of those guys that my head is in the clouds. Still at 39 years old, my head is still in the clouds. And I'll admit that. But, for 39 years, I've been told, no, don't do that. You're not going to, no, because you'll never make it.
But you know what? Then you do? What do, Derek? And then you fucking do it.
Prove them fucking wrong. Yeah. And that's what I'm doing right now. Jimmy said it himself on Friday. He goes, I don't care if you're 39, you'll fucking make it. And he goes, my dream, he even told me, he goes, my dream is to get you out here to LA, put you on the Comedy Store, put you into the Improv and make you famous. That's and that was coming from a comic that just went on fucking Amazon Prime. So with that kind of support, I'm sorry, if I have the support, and the people that are around me now, between my best friend, my wife, my kid, everything like that, I have the support, that I desire. And if nobody else wants to support me, that's fine.
Yeah.
My dad, every time I talk about it, he's like, well, that my dad can't support me to save his life. I try, my mom's all about it. She's like, fucking go live your dream. I mean, whatever. But it's like, I'm done with the non-support shit.
Yeah. I mean, I agree with you, dude. And in the end, because my parents supported me. I mean, they gave me a good childhood, everyone goes through shit, I went through some stuff in childhood that made me have that tough exterior, right? But dude, they supported me, put me through amazing education, always let me, hey mom, I want to go, I got a full-on scholarship to move down to LA on an opera scholarship. So it was like, hey, I'm going to go do that. Okay, 2 years later, hey mom, and mom and dad, I'm gonna move to Hollywood and go sing rock and roll. Okay, go do that. Hey mom and dad, I'm gonna go now get a bachelor's degree in sports medicine and do something different. Okay, go do that. Hey mom and dad, I want to get my master's now and go back into music full time. Okay, fucking go do that. It was always like, go do it, and now I think, they do want me to have a stable career is important and all that and blah, blah, blah. But they still know my ultimate goal and my ultimate dream is to tour and make music and to do that. And I would quit my job tomorrow. I would quit my job tomorrow if it meant I can go and tour and do what I love. Who wouldn't, And
me too.
I think it's important to, I always tell this to my mom, and I think there's some envy with, she wishes she could just kind of like have the same attitude as me dude, you only live once, dude. You only live once. I don't want any fucking regrets. I had, when you're younger, you go through stupid shit and you make dumb decisions and whatever. But I don't want to have any fucking regrets with not trying in the one life I have. If I'm not going to try, and if I'm not going to be a little afraid to fail, failure is not defeat. Failure, it makes you stronger. So I'm going to preach right now. This is preach, right? Like, failure makes you stronger. So if you don't at least try, you're going to be on your deathbed someday wishing that you tried.
Yep.
Like, if your goal is to do comedy, be a musician and tour, I don't give a shit what your goal is. Fucking do that. If you're stuck in a job or something that's just, you're not happy, and dude, like, fucking do what you love, dude. Like, you only live once. You live once. And I can't emphasize that enough, because I know so many people who they just don't try because they're scared or they're afraid they're not going to have a job or whatever. It's like, you can do both. I balance so much shit, dude. But you make time for what's important to you.
Yeah, you do. You've got to make it. You've got to balance what in personal life. Yeah, you have to.
And I don't care who disagrees or whatever. If anyone's like, that's my opinion. Like, I don't want to regret not trying.
Neither do I. I don't at all.
Preach, queen, Jerry.
What'd you say?
Don't worry about it. It's our conversation. Preach, girl. Fucking preach. Yeah.
But because she's texting
sorry,
me
we're like best friends now. So
already, all right, cool. Fantastic.
But seriously, dude, just don't have regrets, people. Just fucking go for it. Live your dream and go for it. And if you know what, you have to try, man. Who gives a shit? You only live once, man.
Yeah. I've fallen in love with, podcasting, going on 4 months ago now. And, it wasn't going anywhere at first. It was slowly picking up a little bit of steam here and there. But like I said, when we first took over for you guys,
I'm not laughing at your friend.
Yeah, you are. She's talking shit.
No, she's dope, dude. We got to be best friends.
Yeah, but anyway, when it wasn't picking up steam, I was seeing some stuff. We were like, oh, we got 50 listens on this episode, yay! Yeah. But then it slowly started to get a little bit more speed. Now I'm seeing
dude,
thousands, and it's like, fuck.
You got to start somewhere. You got to start somewhere. You know what? And who cares? Dude, you play a show in front of 5 people. Who fucking cares? You got to start somewhere.
Yep. I remember one time back when I was wrestling, I drove from Orlando to Memphis, Tennessee.
How long was that?
That was a 12-hour drive.
Wow.
So, and we drove there, did not stay overnight. No, we left at like 6 o'clock in the morning, got there at 6 o'clock at night, did the show, and then turned around and drove all night coming back.
Oh my God.
For $50 each.
Wow.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what you have to do sometimes, man.
It was. I mean, I can't tell you how many times I've done something like that. I mean, I would get paid $20. I would get paid $50. I would be in front of 5 people. I'd be in front of 1,000 people.
Who gives a shit, man?
Who gives a shit? It's
who gives a shit?
Because even if there's nobody out there, you're getting that that muscle memory, that repetition, that stuff like that. You're learning.
You still make. I don't know if you took video of yourself, but for me, it's important. No matter where you're gigging, take video, live video, so you have something that you're still using as like a promotional tool. Like because when someone asks me, "Hey, where's live video?" I have my website now. I got links. I'm like, you could go on my fucking Instagram right now and find 20 videos.
Yeah.
Or whatever, Yeah. It's important to have that, and you build it from somewhere.
Yeah, but see, unfortunately I can't do that as far as comedy goes.
Do you record your Zoom things you've been doing?
Yes, I have both of those on recording.
That's good. That's really good. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean they're not the best quality because it's Zoom, but
at
the same time, yeah.
It's still something,
It's something for me to watch and go, oh, okay, I was a little too fast on that joke, or I need to slow down here. Or, oh, I stumbled my words there. Oh, that one didn't land as hard as I thought it did. It sounded better in my head at that time, and it helps me tweak.
Yeah, for sure. Did you say hi to Christina Dawn on the live chat? I just noticed you said hi. That's
my wife.
It is. Hi, wifey.
I'll just go say hi to her upstairs.
Hey, wifey.
But no, I mean, it's like you can't give up.
Never give up.
No, and I didn't watch it yet, but on America's Got Talent the other day, there was a dude 80 years old.
Oh, I heard about that.
Yeah, stand-up comedy, and I heard he killed. I
haven't watched it.
I need to go watch it. It's on Hulu, so we can go watch it.
Oh yeah, tonight, dude.
Not
man. I'm just like, I know, right? Yeah. Aw. I know my dog now. Look at her. She's like, okay, are you done yet?
Take me out. I need to go piss.
This is Mia, the metal dog. Everybody.
With her metal ass collar.
With her metal, I know it has studs and skulls on it. But like honestly, like and I just want to. I mean, oh, it looks actually really good, that collar, huh? I mean, I think it's important. Like honestly, like I got an MBA and it was like I just felt like I wanted to have resources and I've luckily had enough experience out here to like, if I do have that happen to me where it's like, I want to quit, I want to go on tour and then I come back and there's nothing going on. I feel like it'd be easier for me to get a gig just because I built up a network and I have like some degrees and whatever. But I mean, I have friends who don't have that and they get scared where it's like, it's a little, because out here, I don't know how it is, other places, but you need a bachelor's for a minimum for a lot of jobs out here, like that are decent paying,
Yeah.
And that intimidates a lot of people, but it's never too late to go back to school. I mean, I got my master's when I was, in my 30s, it was recent. I graduated like a year and a half ago, maybe almost 2 years ago. So it's not like I was like in my 20s. I didn't get my bachelor's till I was 26 because I was doing music for a long time. I was like full time. I wasn't going to school. I got an associate's degree, took a whole couple years off and just did music full time. Then I went back to school and then I went back to school again. So it's like this whole stereotype, maybe it would be, I don't even know, of you have to know exactly what you want to do in 4 years of college. Like, I just think that's total bullshit and I'll call it out. You don't know what you want to do when you're 18, 19, 20, 21 years old. You don't. You have to go through life a little bit.
Yeah.
And figure it out. And it's never too late to go back to school. It's never too late to keep learning. Do that. Do what you want to do. If what you really want to do takes a degree or takes some classes or like a certification or something, do it. There's nothing stopping you to do night classes after work or weekends and stuff. You can always find something that works for you. I don't like excuses. I'm probably the worst about it too, because I'll call people out for like making excuses about shit.
Yeah.
But I just don't like excuses because there's time. If you really want it, you can make time for it. And I'll end with that. Mic drop. Boom. My dog's got to take a shit soon, people.
Well, I guess on that note,
I mean, it's been almost 2 hours. Holy shit, man.
yeah, I know it never feels like it goes that long with us, but then it does, and it's
We
like,
have,
wow.
but we have. I feel like this is good conversation, though. It's
It
not
is.
like
It always
just,
is.
it is. It's meaningful, and I hope it's inspiring people, and people are listening, going, "Fuck yeah!" Like your friend, preach, bitch.
Yeah, exactly. She will too.
Preach.
All right, so I guess that about wraps it up for the night.
What a fun way to wrap up the show.
Exactly. Wednesday, we will be back at 8.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I put it on my calendar, 5 o'clock.
Yeah. So 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific. With Pacific. 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific with comedian Val Duro. She's the owner of the Electric Comedy Club in Utah. She's an awesome lady, and we'll be having her on Wednesday. And then Friday, I need to find a guest host to do it by myself because I have another comedian on. And that'll be a fun one too. So all comedians this week.
Can I get an amen, girl? That's right.
I don't know if I like this.
We're making him so uncomfortable. Yeah, Friday, because I would totally do it, but then I was like, I'm driving home, and it's not a long drive, but I know when I get home, my parents are going to want to like have dinner and hang out and blah, blah, blah. So I was like, well, I'll probably not commit. And then if I can jump on, I'll like try and jump on, you know?
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, Wednesday, Wednesday is, Wednesday is Val Duro of the Electric Comedy Club. And then Friday is Phil Johnson. He's a comedian and a musician as well. Kind of has like a Bo Burnham type comedy type set. So that'll be fun. And then next week is back to back.
Is that the week? Is that when it starts?
No, that's in July too.
Oh, okay. That's the one I had. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That one, there's 2 weeks in July where we have 10 interviews back to back.
Yeah. But
and we'll worry about that later. We've talked about that already. So
right. Okay. Yeah. Next week, send me the deets of when and who and what, and I'll do my best to join as many as I can.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because if all I have to do is block out my calendar. If I don't have a meeting already, I'll just block it out.
That's fine. We'll figure it out. And then, like I said, I got other peeps to help out as well. But either way, for myself and Nicole, we will talk to you guys on Wednesday.
Stay heavy.
Keep it rocking, and we will talk to you guys then. Have a good night, guys.